Hello here. This is Woody with Parthogenesis Love, and I have an interpretation of a Lenormand card spread based on 5 cards that were drawn. So our first card was the woman, which is the central figure. This card represents this significant female figure in the reading. It could be you if you're female. This card sets this tone for this reading, indicating that the focus here is on a woman, her emotions, and perhaps her relationship dynamics. If you're not a woman, it may be some kind of an energy that you embody. We have the moon card. The moon card represents emotions, intuition, recognition, and sometimes fame or attention. When paired with the woman card, this suggests that the woman in the reading is dealing with strong emotional currents or maybe seeking validation or recognition. She could be experiencing emotional growth, uh, closing of a cycle, and maybe involved in creative or artistic endeavors that are gaining attention during this new cycle that is beginning. Our third card is the man, which follows the moon card. The man represents a significant male figure. The man appearing here suggests a connection between this man and emotional, intuitive matters relating to the woman. It could indicate a romantic relationship, a business partner, or someone important in the woman's life. There may be a focus here on the woman's relationship with this man, especially in terms of any mutual feelings or need for clarity in their dynamic of the connection between them. Our fourth card is the mouse card, which follows the man. The mouse card is a card of worry, anxiety, or loss. It points to small concerns that can accumulate into larger issues over time. Positioned after the man, the mouse suggests that the relationship with this male might either be causing the woman stress or unease or the man stress or unease. There may be strong problems that are emerging here, things that are overlooked, a strong sense of tension, and maybe even dissatisfaction in the connection between these two individuals. Our final card is the birds. The birds card represents communication, social interaction, gossip, or nervousness. It suggests that discussions or exchanges may be taking place, but they might be filled with tension, uncertainty, or superficiality. The birds appearing at the last position of the spread here suggests that the woman or man may be having frequent or anxious communication. Maybe there are issues that are coming up here connected to the mouse card. There's not yet a resolution of this. There's only just a sense of unease. So overall, what we've got in this reading is that you have a main character who's a woman who's being emotionally affected by a relationship with a man. And again, this could be male energies, female energies. We look at the emotional depth of this connection through the moon, which is an intuitive card, and then we have worries from the mouse, which is a card showing some sort of issues or tension. And so this seems to be exacerbating the feelings in the connection or relationship, and thus the man and the woman are going through some degree of emotional turmoil. Perhaps there's miscommunication, perhaps there's unresolved issues. After all, sometimes there may be a holding pattern where, in fact, a situation is not yet resolved. So there needs to be communication between the man and the woman here in order to work on this relationship and alleviate the stress. There's also a need to pay attention to small details that might be overlooked and possibly are causing worry. So if you really think about this reading as a whole, what you've got here is a situation that needs to resolve itself. As we call it in the spirituality community, the man and the woman have unresolved business together. And so as a result, uh, yes, there may be reasons why this isn't a holding pattern. Perhaps something has this relationship stuck. Perhaps something has both relations at a standstill. Perhaps for some reason one cannot open up to the other, that the lines of communication remain closed and are unable to be resolved. But the good news is that at the end of the day, it will resolve itself at some point. And when it does, this will hopefully release the tension, the worry, the anxiety that comes from the mouse card, and maybe we'll in fact see some sort of progress that we can move away from the issues being caused by the birds card. It almost reminds me of a story where one particular day I was walking and I was thinking about someone who was no longer in my life, who, I had a bit of a falling out with her. And all of a sudden, this bird began to attack me. And it was very strange because all my life, I don't think I've ever been attacked by birds. I may have covered this in a previous video, but it kind of reminded me of that movie from the old time, Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds, where in fact birds started to become, extremely aggressive, warlike, possibly even homicidal against human society. And so this was Alfred Hitchcock's form of horror, of things that probably would terrify us if they happened. So to have seen this bird begin to attack me, it was very, very strange. And it was the way the bird attacked me, it was literally like the bird kept swooping in. And for me, I didn't think much of it at the time, right? Because I'm just thinking, okay, a bird's swooping in, but birds are afraid of humans. Birds are never going to want to fight with humans. Why would they, right? I mean, maybe goose or geese might be the exception. Those birds will fight you, but no, this was just a regular kind of black raven, and so it just seemed very strange. And so I realized that it hit the back of my head. I was like, holy smokes, why did that bird just hit the back of my head? I'd never had that before. It was a completely strange, foreign feeling. So I almost felt like maybe someone had evil eyes on me at some point. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But nonetheless, some people maybe opine that, oh, well, maybe you went too close to its nest. Maybe it had babies in the nest. Maybe it saw you as an aggressor and it wanted to attack you that way. But literally, all I did was I got out of my car. I was parked in the parking lot and I was walking over towards the supermarket. I was about to go through the sliding doors of the supermarket when the bird swoops in and hits me once. So I think, okay, that's got to be a fluke, right? Because ultimately, birds just gonna go around attacking people. But sure enough, before I made it to the sliding doors of the supermarket that slide open when you walk in, it swooped at me a second time. And I was like, whoa, what is going on here? This bird seemed to be very angry. And so I cannot tell what that was. I don't know if that was a witch's familiar that was being instructed to do that. I don't know if it was just a random occurrence or if, in fact, it was feeling threatened and very protective. But this bird kept meaning to hit me in the back of the head. I literally felt one of its claws on the back of my head. It didn't injure anything. I wasn't cut, but I could definitely feel its feet, its claws, trying to injure the back of my head for what I don't know. So sometimes in life, there are a lot of mysteries that go on. Sometimes we don't always know what's behind all these mysteries, but know this: know that you're always protected. Right? God wants beautiful things to come into your life. We go through challenges and hardships because that's part of what we're here for. We don't just come as a solar spirit incarnated to Earth to just simply have the life of paradise and to never have any challenges. We are meant to experience things. We're meant to learn lessons. And so as a result, there will be challenges, there will be struggles. And so perhaps this was just another challenge or struggle that I had to face, that I had to grapple with this maybe latent fear or whatever was going on there. Or maybe, like I said, there may have been another party involved. It could even have been a third party for all I knew. Maybe a third party for some reason is maybe, I don't know, very upset about my success. They're very upset about the direction my life is taking. Sometimes, in life, we develop enemies and we don't even know why we develop these enemies. We don't even know these people, but they know they hate you. So if you like this message, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're new here, welcome aboard to Safe Space. If you're returning, I'm glad that you're back. I love you so much. You make this channel great. In the name of the Most High God, I wish you health, wealth, prosperity, and abundance, blessings, and protection if you so deserve and need. This is Woodman signing off. Have a wonderful and great day. Take care. Bye.